Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa ba'd. Welcome again to the Islamic Studies for All program. Again, we're Wali-Uddin.com now. And I just mentioned that because I'm in the process of changing the website, all the information from Islamic Studies for All.com to the Wali-Uddin.com, inshallah. So here, this is a preview lesson for lesson 13, and what I decided to do for after lesson 12 is to start doing the preview lessons to give you an idea of what we're going to be going over in the book, and this will help you become better prepared, inshallah. All right, let's look at lesson 13 is going to be divided into part A and part B. All right. Now, I think when I looked at it, it's going to be showing you the masculine, feminine forms, and then we're going to look at the masculine, feminine forms in part B. Part A, the masculine, and part B was feminine. So we have some new. It looks like it's new information, and one of the things, the plural forms, the plural of nouns and adjectives, very important. When you're speaking Arabic, when you're in Arabic. In English, adjectives have no plural form, but in Arabic they do. All right, and so we learn them as we learn vocabulary, and there are some patterns for some, but you basically have to memorize the forms as you learn them. So here we have sound and broken. The sound plural words are going to retain their original form. For example, book, books, pen, pens. Example, in the broken plural, the original form of the word is changed to a great extent. Man, men, woman, woman. And this is what it means by sound. Jama mudhakkar salim, jama mudhakkar muannath salim, which is a sound, broken feminine, sound, broken masculine and plural. And what it means is basically is that you will see the sound forms. You can see the word, for example, Muslim, and down here at the bottom, Muslimun. It's going to have the base form. All right, you're going to see Muslim in the word, but in the broken plural forms, the change can the plural form can change completely, and this is what makes it a little difficult. And they have patterns, and you can memorize the patterns, but it's best to memorize or learn the words as you go along and build a vocabulary. All right, so in Arabic we have these two kinds of plural forms called sound and broken. All right, the sound plural is either masculine or feminine. All right, the sound masculine plural has I guess the una form. All right, and in the I'll tell you, in the natural form, like I said, the default form is going to be Muslimun, what they call Rafa'a, or it's going to have the Dhamma form, okay? It's going to be Muslimun, for example, will be Muslimuna, all right? This is Muslim, singular, mufrad, and then Muslimuna, this means Muslims, males, okay? Now, when we say Muslimuna, if we're talking to a group of men, we'll use Muslimuna. If we're talking a group of men and women mixed, then you will use the sound form for both. If you're only talking to women, then we will use the sound feminine plural form. All right, so here we have Muslimuna or Muslimat. All right, so Muslimat is the feminine form, and we will only use that for just females. If you have a mixture of men and women, then you will use the sound plural masculine form. All right, and so here we have Muslimuna and Muslim, Mudarris, and Mudarisuna. All right, kind of have a little problem sometimes with my shadda, but this is mudarrisuna. All right, and this is for teachers, male teachers. Then the sound fluma has atun, muslimun, muslimatun, muslima. We have the ta marbuta here, showing the feminine, muslimatun. Then we have muslimatun. All right, muslimatun. All right, so here muhandisatun, muhandisatun. We're talking about female engineers. Note that in this plural form, the singular has a short a. I can't really get into this transliteration too much, and I tell you, just listen. That's why I never learned the transliteration, so it's very difficult for me to look at it. So I want you to ignore the transliterations unless you absolutely need it. Just listen and learn. You see this here, muslimat tun here, but the transliterations, I wouldn't even get into that. Avoid them as all possible. If you're in lesson 12 right now, you don't need transliteration. You should be past that. A transliteration is someone that doesn't know, the Arabic. Now I can help you. You use it very sparingly. All right. I'm not even going to try to explain it this way, because I guess you just listen to the way that we pronounce it. Okay. In pronunciation, the only difference between the singular is the shortness and length. Okay. Listen to the male form. Listen to the feminine singular form. Muslimatun, muslima, muslimatun, and then you have muslimatun. Okay, I elongated the a sound, and that's how you tell the difference between the feminine singular and a feminine plural. All right, so let's look at the male form. Same thing, muslimun, muslimuna. See, it's a long form with dhamma. It's the muslimuna, muslimun. See, so you have to make a distinguishing between the pronunciations there, and that's what it's talking about. Now we're going to look at the broken plural. The broken plural forms. Okay, just 1 second here. All right, looks like I had to go somewhere. I got a phone call. All right, so we have the broken plural. Unlike in English, the broken plural is very widely used in Arabic, and there are more than 20 patterns of the broken plural, and some are given in this lesson. So we can look here, fu'ulun, najmun, nujum. You can see this, different patterns. Fu'ulun, kitabun. Here is the word kutubun. So you're going to see the plural form taking the same form as this pattern. All right, and there are about 20 patterns, and basically what you need to do is basically memorize these as you go along. And so you can either memorize the patterns of these patterns in the book, or take your time and just learn the words as you go along. As you build the vocabulary, it will come. You just got to be patient. So basically here it's saying the student is advised to learn the plural form of every noun and adjective he learns. And for this number 1, 2, and 3 is referring to, for example, fa'ala. Sorry. So here, the 1 would be fa, ain is in position 2, and lam is in position 3. And then this would be the sound, the dhamma or whatever would come, the fatha or kasra. All right. So that's what that's meaning, the position. Fa, ain, lam position in the words. So that forms the root. All right. Let's look at number 2, the plural. Here we have of hadihi, and hadihi is haulai. All right. So hada tajirun was a singular. This is a merchant or businessman. Haulai tujarun. These are, so this will be these. Haulai is for these. The plural form of hada and hadihi used for both the masculine and the feminine. Note, haulai is mostly used with human beings. It's used to refer to non-human beings. It's very rare. So it says see lesson 16 to find out what word to be used with non-human beings. All right, we'll defer that until lesson 16. And then we have the plural of huwa is whom. And unlike singular huwa, the plural whom is used to refer only to human beings. All right, so these are particular pronouns. Some are specific for human beings, and this is one of them. Huwa mudarisun. And then we have hum mudarisuna. They are teachers. All right. Where is their house? Aina baytuhum. Their father is a famous merchant. Abuhum tajirun shahirun. All right. Note that the words for they and there have the same form. All right. We have learned also dhahaba, he went, now they went. Dhahabu, now we're looking at the plural form of the past verb, they went. All right, we see this here, this while and the alif here, while sakin is indicating they. All right, and this is they masculine. So notice there is an alif at the end of the word which is not pronounced. Note that the pronoun that we have learned in this part of the lesson is masculine, so we will learn the feminine pronoun in part B of this lesson. All right, here we have ba'du, ba'd, some, and here we have ba'duhum mudarisun, some of the teachers, some of them are teachers. We have ba'duhum muhandisuna. All right, and then we have the exercises for lesson 13, and then I didn't do the vocabulary in lesson 12, but here we have the singular form of words and the plural forms. And again, the best thing to do is study these words and memorize them. Fityatun, fata, young man, fata. Okay, so we have fityatun is the plural of fata, young man. So here, this form is the plural form, and here we have this form in the middle is going to be the singular form. So we have fata, and this is a mistake here. It shouldn't be tanween. Okay, fata, fityatun. Then we have ismun, asma'un, tawilun, tiwalun, rajulun, rijalun, talibun, tulabun, annas. So we have people is inclusive as nas. All right, and then we have jadidun, jududun, qasirun, kisarun for the plural, duyufun, and they kind of mess us up here. All right, we have two forms here. They kind of, on some of these they switched it. So dayfun is guest, it's a singular form. Duyufun is the plural form. So we got to pay attention because on some of these they're switching them. So we have hajun is the singular form. Hujajun. Qaryatu, village. All right. Then we have sadiqun, friend, mufrad, singular. Astiqa'u, plural. Then we have hukulun, fields. Then we have hakalun. So now it kind of switched to the singulars on the left side on some of these. All right. Then we have al-mat'amu, a restaurant. Then we have ibnun for the singular form, son. Abna'u for plural. Zamilun. Zamilun can be classmate or colleague. It can be classmate or colleague. All right. And then we have zumala'u. This would be plural of zamilun. Then we have shaykhun, an old man, singular. And then we have shuyukhun is the plural form. And shaykh also refers to a teacher. All right. And sometimes people refer, call a sheikh scholar, but this is also a title of respect used for teacher. Mushtahidun, this is a hardworking, someone who's striving. Mushtahidun, and then we have mushtahiduna. This is the plural form of mushtahidun. And then that's going to bring us to part B, in which part B we'll do on the next preview lesson. If you have any questions, just contact me at the email, inshallah. Subhanaka wa hamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka